All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Frostpunk 2. Here we are in the glorious city of New London again. I was a little tired my first session, so sorry if I got really quiet. I noticed my recordings, I was a little low and forgot to boost that gain, so hopefully that doesn't happen again. But I also was kind of just panicking and popping all over the place and zooming in and out, so I do apologize for that too if that was a little annoying. I have a level head on my shoulders today. So essentially, I was reading through the Skyways and just trying to understand what's going on, where we stand in our journey here. And one of the bigger things I noticed was we are doing pretty alright for fuel because we're getting that oil income. And now that we got pump jacks going, everything's going well for us. However, that will not last forever. So right now we have the nomads trying to knock down our door, and we really need to solve that issue. And one thing I did notice while I was kind of sitting here reading through some of the tutorials and stuff, just making sure I had my head on my shoulders, we need to store 10K or 30K oil here at the Dreadnought. And that is not going to be able to happen, because the storage for this place is 10K. So I think we need to research some sort of storage, and I believe that's in hubs. Oh, I wish I knew. Maintenance, housing block, Frostland, resources, goods factories, prefabs. I really have no freaking clue. Coal, materials, efficiency, fuel. I guess it's up here where we need to grab it. And we need to do that quickly. So what I'm going to do is start adding some more research centers all around, because I feel like we don't research fast enough. I'm just going to put one in every residential area. And I think that's the last residential area we need. Starwards are delighted you kept your word. Now look upon their role more positively and consider you a leader with integrity. So we just finished the research that they wanted. And now we're going to have to vote on it. And I would like this to go through because exploration time is decreased. So let's see what we can give them. I'll do expedition support because I want to focus on exploration. I think that replaces community service. So that'll benefit us greatly. We don't need to do the prefabs anymore because we have factories dedicated towards that. And even if we don't, we can easily build one. He says as he traps himself in a prefab dilemma again. That'd be funny. Whoa. What's happening? The game gets... Oh, it's saving. The game gets a little laggy sometimes, especially late game, it seems. So now,
a new rule enters into force.
Let's get rid of that. Yeah, I'd like the Vanguard to be on the left. I don't know, I'm just OCD, I guess. Now we need to go ahead and make sure that we get our appropriate, whatever the heck's going to go on here. I guess it's fuel. I think it's fuel storage that we're looking for. I'm not exactly sure. Workforce requirement is decreased. Squalor is marginally increased. Heat demand in districts other than housing is decreased. Disease is slightly decreased. So weather adjusted shifts or machine centric shift. Again, I don't think squalor is too much of an issue. We can solve that with our guards. So I think what I'm going to do is continue to let squalor be a thing, but workforce requirement decrease is pretty nice. But also work demand in districts other than housing is pretty nice. Yeah, let's stick to the heat thing. Getting rid of heat is nice. Production efficiency going down kind of sucks, but it is what it is. And with these guys freshly cleared out, we'll place that there. Wait, what? Oh, no, I did that wrong. Whoops. So it was constructing. I just paused it a long time ago, I think. What? Demolish this building. Why did it duplicate? That's so weird. Okay. We got our research going. Construct hubs. Oh, Oh, I just innately have these things. Wow, that is it's news to me. As you can see, I'm still learning. Even though I promised I'm keeping my head on straight. Alright, hubs. We want... not a heating hub, a fuel stockpile. This will definitely make enough storage for our... oh, wow. It just decreases the worker demand. Perfect. I'll place that right here. And we will have a little stockpile that we can have the fuel ready for our lovely nomad friends. So we don't have to worry about that. Perfect. I'm going to let that build. And I'm going to start actually making a housing no. A housing... what? I need 200 for that? Alright, let's bring people over here from New London. We have a bit of a lackage of workforce. Let's go for... I'll go for 800. That sounds good. Okay, weather adjusted shifts done. Then heat waste conversion. Heat demand in housing districts is decreased. Production efficiency is increased. We'll use the excess heat from our industrial means to neighboring districts and infrastructure, increasing the heat available to the city. Yeah, I think that that works. We'll get the pilgrims in on this one. But once the workforce gets here, which they will soon, we will... oh, okay. How are we feeling about this? Oh, everyone loves it. Alright, let's do it. It's okay that we're kind of going down in production. We're alright. But now that our workforce is here, we're going to put more pump jacks down because we need to help out our nomad friends. And for the meantime, I am going to actually pull back on New London because I want to get this filled up as soon as possible. So, like, hold on to it. Okay, let's get another pump jack extraction going here. Somebody wants something? Okay. Somebody does want something. The lack of law regulating outsiders, really? Fix yourself, what are you doing? So we are losing coal, but we have a decent amount of storage. I just want to get this 30k up as soon as possible. And I'm going to get another pump jack going too, because I want to make sure this is taken care of.
Stupid.
We'll set a rule for the outsiders. Don't worry. I promise. We'll deal with them. Hopefully we make it in time. We have. Alright, let's help our friends. Send guards from New London. Send oil from New London. Require... wait, what? How many weeks do we have? 3? I'm kind of concerned. If I throw 30k resources that way, how long is this going to take? Let's send it. Can I just... okay, send oil from New London. The old dreadnought will be safe from raids. Okay. Yep, let's send it. Hopefully they're being chilling now. I think they're being chilling. Hopefully they leave us alone. Why does it say help nomads? I am mildly concerned. Okay, it went away. What is this? Vote on heating? Yeah, sure. Let's see what they feel about it. If it doesn't go through, I'm not going to be hurt. Okay, went through.
The proposed law has been approved.
What do we got here?
Stewart.
Stewart, the nomads have received the promised oil. Their leaders approach our scouts with respect. They took great care to avoid the site of the graves we desecrated. At last, They siphoned oil into a wagon. They left with seemingly kind words. All is forgiven between us. This shelter is now your shelter. Our graves are now your graves. Okay. We have delivered 30,000 oil to the nomads. They accepted with deference and left to continue their journey through the Frostland. All right, now let's get New London sorted, because New London is kind of struggling right now. Let's get food over here, because it's getting a little bad. Let's also send 5k over there to New London so it doesn't die. What? Really? That's as much as you can send? Boo-ha. Alright, let's transfer that. And we need to get this freight dock so we can increase that skyway capacity. But right now we have, I believe, a storm coming our way. Stewart, the Pilgrims have decided to send their strongest travelers out before the whiteout to search the surrounding area for supplies. With their parkas as their shield, they intend to walk the Frostland unscathed, united under one tent, and guided by their prophet's visions. They don't appear to be asking. Sure, give them food, dude. They're absolutely crazy. Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to get those supplies here in time. We are kind of hurting for supplies. We are about to start pumping a lot of oil out of this place, though. Let's just keep saving up, you know? Actually, hold on. I say that, but New London's gonna need more stuff, so. Significantly increased? Well, I do like it when it's significantly increased. Let's get the Pilgrims in on this. I'm sure they'll be happy to participate in the government to some degree. Here comes the Great Frost. People will probably freeze to death because I decided not to have housing districts over here. Okay, let's just start trying to solve this problem as soon as possible. Come on for heat stamps. Heat stamps, please. Okay.
Calibrated all city clocks. Please ensure all personal timepieces are aligned.
Alright, and we're going to start summoning guards, I think, around the area, because everyone's getting a little upset with the squalor. Oh, we already have guard enforcers. Okay. Alright, cool. That's all good. They want something about the outsiders. I'm pretty adamant that we are kind of the last city on Earth, so I think we should accept all humans. It's really important that we get as many people in here taken care of and working for us as possible, because that makes us stronger, that makes everyone stronger. So we'll go ahead and face tank a couple of refugees. Okay.
A law has passed in the council. Take heed.
Oh, does it automatically frostbreak that for us? That's pretty cool. Cool. Let us continue to grow our housing districts. We will need them. And that new freight dock is going to be super nice. Okay. We're going to need that for the area over there, so let's wait till we get our heat stamps. Okay, heat stamps. Interesting. Why can I not? I thought what the heck is going on here? Okay, anyway. Outpost operation. Outpost upkeep is decreased, or production efficiency of outpost is increased. I don't... outposts are the things that are just temporary. They're not the settlements we're about to start making that give us large amounts of stuff. Let's grab watchtowers, I think it is. That's where the guards are. Okay, they, heat demand, crime is slightly decreased, which is a big issue right now. So let's go ahead and get these guard outposts going. Frostlanders demands Oh, sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I just have to survive the incoming whiteout. That's all I gotta do. Okay, we got that attendant freight dock over there now. Alright, that should increase the amount of
has been upgraded to
oil
Class 4.
I can
Wind
do.
speeds are expected to reach 150 knots.
Yep, definitely can't meet the demands of that. We'll transfer that. Okay, we can do a little bit more. Just a little bit, though, not too much. Looks like we're going to have to get another attendant freight dock here, I think. Alright. The city is struggling, mostly because we don't have any goods that we can... the raw materials we can use. Let's make sure everyone's at least housed for this massive blizzard. Okay, cool. Okay. Alright, we're all good there. Just materials now that are the issue. And also on top of surveillance. We'll put one of these in every residential... I was about to say, could I put this in an attendant freight dock? But I guess not. Okay. These cost quite a few heat bucks. But I think these scaling with the crime is probably the best option here. And it is taking a hot minute to save. Oh, man. Alright, we're back. It just kind of lagged really hard there for a second while I was holding this building. Just make sure that's not there. Yeah, the surveillance watchtower scaling with the population is probably the best answer to a lot of the crime issues.
Stewart!
Human voice wakes us. Stewart, there's been an unusual development. Some stalwart elders claim the winds of the whiteout call for them. To ease the city of their burden, that the gale is strong enough to carry them to the afterlife. They request we cease caring for them. Effectively, they're asking for assisted suicide. The stalwarts blame the pilgrim caretakers for planting these ideas. My Nan never gave two shits about heaven before, one said. Now she's some sort of martyr. They've been asking for death for months in this whiteout. A pilgrim pushed back. If they actually visited their elders, they'd know that. Yeah, we're not gonna... Human life is too precious right now. Alright. Keep in order, keep in order. More surveillance watchtowers. Okay, we got a very large guard force in most everything. I guess I'll add some more research hubs here just for the hexies, why not? Also, did I... Yep, I added another guard station here, so I can just go ahead and say, hey, send even more stuff this way. Maybe not too much. Yeah, try to give these guys as much as they can possibly stand as well. Same for the food. But there we go. New London should be getting even more fuel. Oh wow, Stewart, the pilgrims who left to search for the Frostland for supplies have returned. Thanks to your generosity, they were able to rescue a group of Frostlanders who had been eking out a meager living amongst the ice. They brought them back to the city, as well as a hefty supply of food. Good stuff. Well, good job, guys. Alright. Prisons, I don't think we need those. Hospitals, I think those obviously help research speed is slightly increased. Teaching hospital. Recovery, population growth is slightly increased. Will regularly cure a significant number of absentees. I think I will do teaching hospitals. Well, I mean, we be out here, I guess. Let's wait for the whiteout to pass, which should be relatively soon. Alright, cool. That was that research done. How about the youth? What's the youth looking like? Liberated youth. Young adults are encouraged to experiment. Trust slightly rises. Youth employment program. City ability, which bolsters the city workforce by decreases heat stamp income. That doesn't sound good. Okay, dutiful youth. Young adults participate in volunteering activities under the supervision of elders who teach them moral values. Crime is slightly decreased. Yeah, I think that's a nice one. Golly, it's cold as heck outside. Alright, we survived our whiteout.
Please exercise caution.
What else do we have going on for the city that we can mingle in? Nothing really.
Make you invulnerable to others.
Alright, now that we're kind of hurting for supplies, I really want to fix this issue over here. We need materials coming into the city. So let's build a skyway. Then we'll build a settlement. Oh! Ice turns to steam as the whiteout wanes, but the return of the whiteouts has sobered even the brashest among us. We cannot rely on just one city to survive, the Pilgrim argue. The whiteouts are still a danger. We must settle strong, sheltered locations, and there's nothing stronger than a site with foundations of a generator in place, like Winterhome. A cursed place, but large enough to support a growing population. The roots of its generator still hold strong in the frozen earth. If New London falls to whiteouts, we all fall. We need to settle Winterhome as our second city. Alright. Wow, we are building the second city on Earth. Okay, past the gorge is the Cursed Valley. In the Cursed Valley lies the failed city of Winterhome. Our scouts have avoided the ruins for years, yet it's the only place we know that can support our second city. We must reach for Winterhome and chart the area around it. We should take the time to prepare resources and workforce. Returning to Winterhome will pose significant challenges. Alright. Sounds good to me, boss. The Pilgrims will never forget that we forced the elderly to live amongst their wishes. Oh my gosh, whatever. I saved you. Okay, so this will generate materials. This will be a New London one. We need steam cores for that, which we don't really have. Can we create a settlement here? No, we need steam cores for that. Interesting. No, we won't take that. Well, there's not a whole lot that really gives us steam cores. We have a ton of scouts, so let's just keep doing scouting things, I guess. Let's see what we got. So, attract transport lies wedged tightly in a crevasse. Rows of resigned faces visible through the windows. The engine at the front of it is a shredded mess, ash and melted steel scarring the wall of ice where it collided. Its precious core is clearly destroyed. Our scouts plan to knock the transport down to the crevasse's bottom to easily salvage its material and coal. They could carefully remove and bury the bodies first so they are not crushed in the fall, but that will take some more men of time. Yeah, go ahead and do your thing, man. That will come in handy for us. The warmer weather beneath this thinner ice is teeming with fish. Occasionally, walrus can also be seen swimming through the schools looking for prey. Heck yeah, I'm harvesting that. Reverberating wreck. The scouts came to this particular wreck after hearing tapping on its hull. Descending the decks, they found no living souls but discovered an automaton still tapping an SOS on the hull after 30 years. The scouts have nicknamed the machine the Tap Dancer. We could either cut the automaton free and send it to New London, or scrap it for cores. Obviously, let's cut it free. We love that workforce. see here. I guess we'll keep marching on this way. Timber kiln. A huge sawmill and kiln used by a group of nomads to produce oil from frozen timber. Our engineers believe we could make the machine much more efficient. If we can get on speaking terms with the nomads, we could share the machine, offering them some of the supply. Otherwise, we could take the machine by force. Oh. Well, I mean, obviously we have more than enough guards to do that now, but let's just share the site. I'm sure will increase our, how you say, friendship with them. Let's see how much this skyway is going to cost. Okay, 300. Well, we're almost there. And we're there. Okay, let's just connect that up with the skyway as soon as possible. That is more precious fuel for our economy that desperately needs it. Boop. Alright, cool. We're building a very long skyway there. I do not want this food because it will make a lot of people... Yeah, disease is very bad. But I also don't like it on my map because it makes me think something's there. Which there is, but the site is guarded by dark silhouettes who turn out to be nomadic people out of this area. Clanking and grinding sounds echo over the ice. In the distance, we can see the entrances to the caves. Some nights, we also hear violent shouting, but nothing is more terrifying than those that pass in eerie silence. The nomad guards signal that we should not approach. We can only listen and wonder. We could convince them to pass. I guess it's because we're friends with them now and help them. The nomads invited our scouts into their homes. They didn't say much, but from what the scouts saw, the caves are a place for different bands to trade goods and food and supplies. The efficiency with which the nomads use oil for lighting and heating was particularly impressive. As a gift, their elders offered sketches of their oil heaters, some of the simplest devices yet more advanced than anything in our homes. Let's bring those sketches to New London. Cold is slightly decreased. Good stuff. Alright, what do we got here? Shipwreck. Broken chains hang from gunwale of a wrecked prison hulk. Founded by escaped convicts who swore all residents would be equal, rival gangs formed over time and now compete for power. Our scouts say the settlement is in chaos, with different laws and practices behind each bulkhead. Until a clear authority reigns, there is nothing we can do with the wreck. Okay, the shipwreck's old leadership are rumored to be hiding out in a nearby ridgeline. We must take more steps towards equality before our people will accept these allies. Support new leadership. If we arm them in a nearby Baron's cave, they'll be able to defeat the rival gangs and bring about order. What if we bring the people to New London? Send guards to crush the gang, demolish the wreck, and bring the innocents to... Okay, we don't have to destroy their way of life. Oh, this is Baron's cave. A wall of whiskey barrels protects the entrance to this cave. Inside, shackled servants sell anything from stolen jackets to sun drugs. Towards the back of the market is where the servants themselves are bought and sold. Our scouts were handed a message. To whoever rules New London, I rescued each of my servants from certain death in the plague. Written bilge of the shipwreck camp. Send us the materials to make weapons, and we can expand to the shipwreck itself. Yeah, I don't think I jive with this way of life. We're going to send squads out here to stop this nonsense. Alright, we got a lot of teams out there. Did we uncover anything else? Yep, we got some more stuff here. Okay, an abandoned research station battles the winds. Our scouts found a sealed case of letters from the lab at Fortitude Base, but the station's purpose remains unclear. The final note is addressed to Rowett himself. We won't need the others after all. We can do it ourselves. The scientific equipment is gone, but we could disassemble the structure itself. Some survivors of an expedition had been taking refuge in an old coal mine, but they refused to return to New London without their commander. He's our only hope. He'll come back and he'll bring the secret to the first spring with him. The first spring. If we can find out what happened to the rest of the expedition, perhaps we can convince them to come home. I think we already found out. Let's bring them. Alright. Is this Winterhome? Windward Moor? I have no idea. Okay, well, we're looking pretty okay right now. Our materials are significantly better for what's been happening. Let's just ice break a couple more areas. Let's try to clean up this area most of all. I'd like to get a lot of these things taken care of. Hey now, come on. Hey, wait, come on. Yeah, that'll be good. We'll make a little extraction district here. and we'll hopefully have enough heat stamps to survive.
Outsiders idling.
What am I
Do
doing?
not be upset.
Distraction.
Be proud. Our city is a beacon for the destitute of the Frostland.
What? Ah, it's right on it too.
Has passed in the council. Take heed.
Okay, these hooligans also had... No, they didn't have the guard tower. Well, we're fixing that. There will be order. Okay, heat stamps. There we go. What you got for me? Steward, the Stalwarts have organized a volunteer unit to repair some of the damage done during the whiteout, and are using the opportunity to pitch their alternative plan for Winterhome. There's still time to mine Winterhome for its cores to perfect the generator, one Stalwart says. We know the Steward will make the right call, and the city will be ready for it. However, the Pilgrims claim that the Stalwarts are purposefully scavenging Pilgrim-affiliated structures for the materials. This is an outrage. They are repairing the city. They're doing this just to spite us. They aren't repairing the city. The Pilgrims demand you put an end to this before others join the Stalwarts cause. Yeah, don't piss them off. Is that being mean? I'll promote you though, so you're not pissed off at me. I'll promote you too, so you're both not pissed off at me. And I will fund. I'd like to fund projects for you. How about no, don't do that. I'll let you chill. There's a lot of these pop-up messages. Pilgrims begin rallying. Bursting with support, the streets fill with pilgrims as they praise your name and call upon the rest of the city to rise for you as well. Okay, pilgrims have begun rallying in support of you and the direction you have led the city. Their devotion attracts more followers and the rallies grow with its size and enthusiasm. How should they help the city? How about you just help the raiding teams? And we got out of the watchtower. Did I think I did too by accident. My fault.
The frost is here.
Just get rid of that. Did I ever research the next level of generator? Parenthood. Oh my. Goodness. Parents will give away their children to the city-run facilities to ensure their well-being, leaving them free to concentrate on the needs of the city. Wow. Dedicated motherhood. Women who bear children will be permanently spared from other duties to be able to concentrate on raising them. That doesn't sound too bad. Do we need to touch that right now, though? Conservative treatment. Research speech is marginally increased. Disease is marginally decreased, sorry. Unlocks the conduct medical trial ability in the districts with hospitals, which reduces disease at the cost of potential casualties. Golly. Conservative treatment. Doctors must abide by the tradition oath of first do not harm. To avoid errors, every procurement must first be approved by senior physicians. That sounds smart. How about that? Heat stamps. Steward, we're struggling with heat stamps. A group of pilgrims have come forward. We should pass the durable goods. That sounds good. We don't really need mass production anymore. However, we do need more industrial sites. Wow, some people do be dying out there. What is this again? Let's get this ridgeline going. Let's get this going. Alright, we seem to have discovered quite a bit of stuff. Can we increase the... Yeah, we can. Heck yeah. Okay, we're getting more materials. Good, good, good. I also kind of want to build a skyway with this bad boy over here. What do we got? Indebted to the past. Steward, a group of dutiful youth members have come with a humble request. I was a rebel before, but old Mr. Feeney showed me the proper way to be a man, said the spokesperson. Spending time with him and his generation, we understand how much we owe them. We can't even imagine what it was like to survive the whiteout years, what sacrifices they had to make. He and his peers wish to organize a thanks and remembrance ceremony, during which they will reward the eldest residents from every community with medals and gifts. Should we fund this endeavor? Yeah. I don't see why not. Let's get these goods over here with a skyway on top of them. Because that is going to be probably the best option we have going for us. So I need 300 heat stamps for that bad boy. That's going to hurt. Let's just keep poking our head in here, making sure everything's okay. Alright, we got 300 heat stamps. I think what we're going to try to do now is just get a lot of settlements linked up to us, and we'll go from there, since settlements are kind of the backbone of our economy right now. Okay. Yep, that is 300. This is already going, but it could be increased. Once believed lost in the harsh grip of the frost, the miraculous return of seals fills our scouts' hearts with wonder. While their meat is valuable, some people believe we should let the colony grow until the seals once again become a common sight along the shore. Yeah, we don't need this to be food. We can let them live. We're doing pretty well with food. A fragrant find. Atop a glacier we found sealed crates marked with a stamp of the Imperial Exploration Company. Each was tied to some sort of sail, long worn out in the subsequent winds. The scout commander thinks it's possible the crates were once dropped from airships. Tinged with anticipation, the scouts open them to find towels and toiletries, fragrances from a dead world they have never smelled before. As silly as it sounds, the find might go a way to improving lives in New London, or be broken down to produce other materials. Yeah. Oh, nice. Those are like just straight up manufactured goods. What do we have here? A wrecked warehouse. A crumbling warehouse sits by a dilapidated track. It has been pillaged many times by scavengers, but one of our scouts noticed a metal trapdoor. She drilled through the thick metal and entered a buried chamber containing a pristine core. Instruction manuals in the chamber show the core was intended to drive a locomotive, but we can refurbish it for other purposes in New London. You bet your sweet biffy we will. Oh, cool. We got reindeer seem to be slowly dying away to constant storms and lacks of edible fauna. They won't survive too many more years. Perhaps we should send out the hunters while we can. Sounds good to me, man. Are we done here? Are we just about done here? We got 2k food remaining. We're just about done. Oh, we don't even have enough Frostland teams to do that yet. Alright, cool. We should be getting an increase of goods here. That'll fix that. We mostly just need more housing. We have so much food. I think I'm going to get rid of... Oh, yeah? Really? Okay. I kind of want to get rid of all of our food-producing buildings. This will, if we ever get in a jiffy, save us. And I kind of want to get rid of our raw extraction as well. We'll just take all the resource-producing buildings out of here besides the factories. I cannot believe... Oh, this is an industrial district for prefabs, isn't it? Yep.
Do not try to avoid the surveillance watchtowers. That's the behavior of those with something to hide.
Uh-oh. Yeah, you better watch out. Okay. Conservative treatment is now in force. What do we got? Stuart, thanks to refunding, the people from the Dutiful Youth Program have held their Thanks and Remembrance ceremony. Elders from every community mounted the stage and recounted their life stories and experiences of what they gave for the city to survive. A common meal and numerous discussions followed. It brought all the city together. Good stuff. Since y'all are a little pissed off with me, how about I just fund some of your projects? You're still a little pissed off at me, okay. Well, don't worry, we'll get there together. Expand Manufactorum. Is this already a settlement? I think it is. It looks like... Yeah, no, it's already a settlement. Okay, we don't have to mess with that. We can create a settlement here for food. Upgrade settlements. Okay. You are an Imperial Freighter. An outpost would increase our materials. Okay, so this is just a straight up just outpost. We don't really need a skyway for this, but I'll do it. We ball. Oh, yeah, there we go. Perfect. Swing just around the side. Boom. Alright, more Skyway. That'll get us more materials, thankfully. Okay. Yeah, this is like an outpost, and it's going to run out eventually. But it has a ton of stuff to produce. Sure, we'll expand it. Further expand the manufactorum. What does it need? Just... Okay. No, this is a settlement. So it's permanent. Wait, can I make this outpost permanent? No, I can't. This one can be, though. Okay, cool. Just making sure. So it is a settlement. Good stuff. We'll take the catch. I don't care if disease pops out. I kind of just want this off my radar. I honestly think we're getting, like, way too much of everything. So I'm going to go slap a fuel stockpile down, and I'm actually going to get rid of this bad boy here. Fuel stockpile. We'll place this by here. A good stockpile. Do that. And then a food stockpile.
You are not a test subject. If your doctor prescribes a novel treatment, report them at once.
Uh-oh, doctors are under scrutiny. Okay. So we got a lot of supplies coming in. We're getting a lot more storage. Things are really, honestly, looking up for us in all kinds of ways. Case steward, an angry young doctor came to complain about the inertia created by conservative treatment. We lost 3 people last week because of the fossilized procedures of our senior staff. Me. I could have saved them. Not those outdated dinosaurs, he raged. Don't let more people die because of the fussing of a few old men. The senior physicians shrug it off. Lack of control are the surest way to malpractice. Inexperienced doctors often struggle when losing a patient. You'll get used to it. What should we do? Maintain strict oversight. We don't want malpractice here. It's not how we operate in this here lovely place. Actually, I'm going to turn this into prefabs, and I'm going to get rid of this area over here, because I kind of want to put all of our factories in this area. And yeah, New London's literally just surviving off of cities out here and stuff. Look at us. This isn't a settlement. That is a settlement, thankfully, which is supplying us with much needed stuff. Just trying to look over all this stuff, make sure nothing crazy is happening. An abandoned research station. Yeah, we'll grab those prefabs. This should also... This was the outpost for the military corps, right? Yep, it was. Okay, let's connect that, because it'll significantly increase our storage, which is something I would greatly enjoy. And then here is an outpost once predicted temperature drops for Winterhome. This peak is visible for miles. The ideal place for a beacon to help travelers reach New London. Here's the oil place that we can't touch, sadly, because we don't have enough. Cores, the woodsman. The sound of sawmills can be heard miles before reaching this small commune of old escaped convicts. Each worker is paid equally, regardless of seniority, and they each wear the same uniforms, even when not on shift. It seems they were once the organizers of the shipwreck camp, but many thought they were corrupt, and new gangs forced them out. If we reinstate the woodsmen as leaders of the shipwreck camp, they will gladly give us the sawmills. How do I do that? I'd like to do that. Textiles factories. The factory's machinery has all been taken away, but thousands of uniforms line the warehouse, neatly sorted into rows according to size. The delivery schedule shows the clothes are being sent to the shipwreck camp. The last deliveries are marked as refused. The uniforms are simple but made from quality yarn. In any case, too many clothes are better than not enough. So we have enough clothes, but scrap the fabric and use it as building insulation. Actually, let's come back later. I don't know what... How do we reinstate these guys? I'm kind of confused. Take everything to New London. Establish our own operation. No. Stop it. Our men have stormed the wall and shut down the Baron's operations. The servants have been freed, but they remain on site, unsure what to do. There's also a considerable stash of liquor, sun drugs, and luxury goods that are too useful to waste. We can send this all back to New London, or perhaps we could start our operation of our own. No, that's not happening. Take everything back to New London. We'll be done with that. Okay, Nansen Stormwatch. Increase exploration speed. That sounds cool, but I don't really care too much about that. Dreamer's Mine. I think we already saw that. So what do I do here? Reinstate the old leaders. We must take more steps towards equality before our people will accept these allies. And then these guys are... So more steps towards equality. Do what now? I guess it doesn't really matter. We'll take these as materials. What's this? Hot springs? Oh, hey, it's the hot springs people. So these hard people live in deep reverence of natural springs, which they believe can cure any ailment. Their simple hothouses and subterranean houses are barely enough to support their population, so their culture ensures nothing is wasted and no weakness is tolerated. They are skeptical of outsiders, but perhaps we can convince or force them to allow our sick to heal at the natural spring. The hot springs people say they will give access if we rebuild the loading station at High Pass and their mushroom experiments somewhere in the Endless Plains. Nameless Cliff. Many small mounds under a cliff attracted our scouts' attention. They discovered hundreds of infant skeletons. A track from the top of the cliff leads to the hot springs. We can only assume they have their reasons for doing this. Perhaps we can offer to take any children hot springs cannot support to New London. I will definitely do that. What the heck is wrong with these people? Okay, I don't see anything else that we can click to the left here. Kind of looks like we're all done with like the left half of the map. But I will try to keep scouting areas out here to the best of my ability. I mean, we definitely have the scouts for it, so we're more than able. Okay, next up we're grabbing that. We won't be able to get the outpost because we just don't have the steam cores. But thankfully we have more than enough materials coming in now, I think. Yeah, we're doing pretty good for ourselves. We also have a crap ton of food. So let's see here. Let's go back to heating. Let's get the generator upgrade, see if we can further increase our fuel independence. And I don't think there's anything we can really grab. Survival. Sorry. Durable goods. We'll propose. We'll just let that go to the floor. I don't really want to fight for it.
The proposed law has been...
There you go. These guys are not too pleased with this. This community will encourage their former members to leave the faction that they have joined. What?
People of the city,
You're all good, guys. You're all
your
good.
council has voted.
Okay, we're losing food and we're losing... interesting. Random searches. No, we're all good. Let's continue to get some residential buildings down. What's happening? Young doctor goes mad. Steward, the young doctor who questioned the ways of the conservative way, goes into a violent fistfight with a senior surgeon. He had just lost another patient and blamed it on his senior, who allegedly took too long to approve a surgical procedure. The doctor was fired and banned from medical practice. Rest in pepperoni, my man. You should have got good scrub, honestly. Okay. We're about to discover a couple more areas, it seems. I would love to create a settlement here, but we need a core. Let's send more scouts out. Didn't we just discover a new place somewhere? So I thought it seemed. Okay. Well, I mean, it is what it is, I guess. Man, there are so many pop-ups. Okay, Stuart, good news. Due to our good relations with the Pilgrims, they offer their members as scouts aiding in exploration efforts. They think it will help you solidify your role. Sounds good to me, man. Okay, we got the generator upgrade. Let's go ahead and... Oh, this goes into the central? Dang, that needs a lot of heat stamps. But unlocks the intake optimizer generator bonus, which increases the heat yield of the selected fuel type. I don't think we're getting any coal, so we're just gonna probably select oil as our thingy. Oh, we need cores for that. Why can't I select this? It's because it goes in housing? Really? Well, first off, these guys need to fix themselves. Have all problems absent for 50 weeks. I think we're doing well. Golly, there's...
Neighbors kindly ask rally attendees to keep all applause to a reasonable volume.
We are really gaining quite the population here. Let's see what our scouts have uncovered. What now? Steward, the stalwarts have taken to the streets in protest against the Frostland settlement effort. The city stood for 30 years under the captain's order, but now these pilgrims are leading us towards catastrophe. We kept silent as the whiteout endangered us all, but no more. They evidently feel they have no further recourse to make their dissent known. They marched in, lay siege to the district, and bring production to a grinding halt. What should we do? They also dislike weather-adjusted shifts, heat recycling, and a conservative treatment. What are their demands? If you go back on certain things, stalwarts will cease their protest. If you let them have their way, stalwarts will cease their protest. Research heat overclocking and research machine-centric shifts. Convince them? Raise relations to neutral to stop their protest. Interesting. I see. Due to poor relations, the stalwarts have begun to protest. They seek to change the direction you're leading the city in. Production is halted in affected districts. For every thousands of their supporters, they will spread to another one over time. You can negotiate the end of the disruptions or quell them with guards. It will be more difficult and more violent the higher the fervor of the protesters. Nullifying their favor will also prevent them from blocking the district fully, as well as ultimately making the protest collapse on its own. Okay. The stalwarts, eh? Let's promote them. Your relations with the stalwarts improved enough that they don't feel inclined to protest anymore. Alright. Good talking to you. Good talking to you. So, golly, they're done with the housing districts, I guess. Steward, empowered by your support, the Pilgrims have extended their activities to a new district. Their members can be seen on every corner, and they now hold periodic rallies. Let's just deploy more guides. They really did not like that. This is upgraded all the way. This is upgraded all the way. I see order is still required here. And I'll place a teaching hospital here. Alright, cool. What do we got here? Hot Springs Refuge. In the heart of the mountain pass stands an old loading station likely used to connect Outpost 11 with the distant hot springs. Inside, we found the body of an elderly man who had froze while waiting for a transport that never arrived. Requires a trail to the city. To what city? To our city? I assume... Let me just build a normal trail at first. I don't want there to be a skyway here if it's just a shitty little trail. Okay, I need 125. Done. Okay, let's rebuild this. What do you got now? Stewards, the Star Wars protest has terrified many in the city. Many are calling for a response from the council. The captain limited the stewards' powers, but he couldn't have foreseen the dissent. Maybe the time has come to increase our leaders' authority for the safety of our city. Several proposals have been suggested that would help us deal with the protests. It's up to you to decide if you place them on the agenda. Perhaps later. I don't want to be stomping on people. Obviously, we're going to have disagreements, but there's no need to steamroll anybody quite yet. Bone traders. Some people from the hot springs have started a market for goods crafted from bone. It appears that a herd of musk ox froze in the valley. They have made use of every part of the frozen beast to sustain themselves, including their bones. The traders are on the verge of starving. They will happily give us their goods for some food. Yeah, go ahead. Hot Springs Mushroom Cave. Our scouts found a variety of mushrooms growing from within the different depths of this cave. Broken heat pipes run through the caverns. The scouts suspect this place was an attempt by the Hot Springs populace to develop a heartier food source. We could take the mushrooms to add more variety to our hothouses, or we could repair this facility and share its benefits with Hot Springs people. Let's repair the systems. Why not? Okay, cool. Yeah, just harvest it. So I rebuilt that for them. We're about to rebuild the station. Let's go send some scouts on a lovely little journey over here in the mountains. And anything over here? Yes, there is. An explorer's grave. A pile of stones breaks the horizon. Green is both a grave and a cache. We firmly believe the core within was left for whoever finds themselves in need and not the explorer's journey in the afterlife. Some of the scouts fear disturbing the stones, while others point out that we can take the core and reassemble the careen afterwards. Obviously, we're taking that. Frozen Grove. We found a grove of trees encased in snow and ice. The perfect site for a crew with a wall drill to extract timber. Good stuff. And it seems like we're done with the south as well. Yep, that's Winterhome over there. Let's just wait till this builds itself. Okay, let's also make sure that these guys are doing okay. Just want to make sure. Yeah, they do not have the housing, and this is broken, which is not a-okay. And they're losing fuel. It's just... wait, hold on. Let's meet their demands. We don't want these people dying. That would be highly unfortunate. No food. No more of this. We're all good there. Okay, y'all should be good. We do have some squalor. Can we build... Oh, we can build surveillance watchtowers. Look at us. We don't have enough workforce here? Are you kidding me? Jeez. Let's get like... Yeah, we'll get that much. That's a lot of workforce. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay, cool. Let's build another housing district. And I think we'll get rid of this one. And rebuild a third one kind of over here, off to the side. Just push people off over the edge over here. What do we got going on? Yep, I see abandoned shelters. Cool. Rallying pilgrims propose ideas. Stewart, the pilgrims have extended the rallies to a new district. Dedicated motherhood. During the most recent event, they announced a new idea regarding parenthood. They drafted a new law on their own. Dedicated motherhood. And now present it to the city. Women who bear children will yeah. Okay, that's... Yeah, that's fine. That sounds like a cool law. I have no qualms about that. Let's go ahead and put it up to a vote right now. We'll see what comes of it in our council.
The proposed law
didn't make it.
has been rejected.
Sorry, Chief. They don't like you. Alright, let's expand this, because there's a lot of people here. We will expand it one more Gans. And got a heat dispatcher. Still no real idea what that's for. It's just a heat dispatching control center where engineering teams use automated actuators to tune up district heating, boosting the generator's output. I don't really care too much for that. Resources. again, don't really care too much for that. We're not doing too bad with that. Frostlands are pretty good. Let's get outpost operation, upkeep reduced. Let's just get that reduced. These guys are devoted. These guys are favorable. We'll have them do it. And this should be the last district upgrade here. Okay, it's getting colder and colder. Put a little surveillance watchtower there. And we've got another housing district set up. Let's get rid of the last bit of this. Let's keep making sure we have the industrial fracking set up. I want to make sure we have more than enough oil going around. Oh, what's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What do you got? Okay, your city is on course towards the Reason Cornerstone. What? What'd you call me? I don't know what the heck that even means. Dedicated... Oh, yeah, this is the thing I just researched. Frontier footholds. Want them to be independent to the best of their abilities.
The eyes have it!
And I'm going to build this last pump jack for oil here. And we're just going to have so much oil, I honestly can't even think straight. Again, I'm going to get rid of this bad boy over here. Just because I feel like I don't want it here. Okay, tons more people living with us. Go ahead and put another surveillance watchtower, because y'all be acting up over here sometimes. And look at that. I will promptly be putting back my 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I can expand it this way. It'll be fine. But I'll place another city district here, upgrade it all the way just to make sure it's all good to go. And then I'll kind of start focusing on things that aren't this area. Let's go ahead and break this frost while we're at... we need the workforce real quick. What happened? Oh, something significant. Time to rest. Steward, more and more citizens are contesting the community service law we have in place. Why must the whole city help extract resources? The city has survived. We're no longer in dire needs of materials. Must we keep toiling endlessly? Said a tired young man, finishing his shift. It is true we are in no immediate danger, nor do we have any pressing needs. Maybe we should consider doing away with community service altogether. Alright. If that's how you want to be. I don't mind doing that, if that's what the people want. Unregulated parenthood. How about we just do dedicated motherhood? We will try to negotiate somebody to help. Advance blasting. Grant agenda. I'm just curious what they... Calibrated goods factory. Let's see what other people have. Frostlanders, what do you want? Attended freight draw. We already have one of those. Well, disease is increased. You know what? That sounds pretty cool. The Frostlanders, this salvaging factory. Let's do that. Alright, let's go for it. We have that dedicated motherhood, and then we'll go for the community service next.
Hear ye, the vote,
Okay.
the measure passes.
Let's go ahead and research our promise. Oh, factories. Salvaging factory. Yep, there you go. I think I Did I select the wrong one? I think it was a promise to them. Cancel. Hold on. Promise to the Frostlanders. Okay, I'll let them develop it. Oh yeah, we need more workforce over here. Let's send some people this way. It's a lot of people. Let's also make sure we're not suffocating the city with the amount of stuff it should or should not be getting. A little more food over here. A little more other things over here. Okay, cool. Now that we transfer those resources, and we should be able to frost break here pretty soon. Okay, I kept my word to the Frostlanders. There you go. Oh, are you kidding me? There's like a safe little area for... Man, I didn't even see that. Well, everyone's here now. Alright, this should be the last little upgrade. We should be good. Full capacity for that, please. Okay, these things are pumping away at like full capacity, so we're doing pretty well for ourselves. The city has made steps towards the equality milestone.
By a child will be questioned.
Interesting. We have milestones here? What's happening here? I have no idea. Protest in progress.
The delegate.
Steward, empowered by your support, the Pilgrims have extended their support to a new district. Golly. Okay, I don't know why there's a protest going on here. I wish it wasn't, because I can't see why there's a protest going on there or not. So we made goals for the equality milestone. What say ye? If we reinstate the woodsmen as leaders of the shipwreck, they will gladly give us the sawmills. Okay, we need to make more steps towards equality. Sadly. Alright, enough screwing around. I think I've done a decent amount of... Oh, let's rebuild this station for hot springs. Okay, let's access the springs. I'm going to then promptly make a skyway here. I think I can connect everything to one area. I just need to form like a central point. Alright, crashed dirigible. An opulent passenger vessel lies under the snow, barely visible. The charts inside indicate it left London and was heading for a site in the Ashtop Mountains when the great storm struck. There seemed to be many more bodies than the vessel was designed to carry. It will be grim work to dig around the bodies, but we can salvage course from the wreck. Yeah, go ahead. Okay, there's a valley out here. And there's that out there in the mountains. What do we got now? A mother's life's work. Stewart, a new father, has come to us with a complaint. My Virginia recently bore our city a child and was thus released from work duties, yet at home she ignores the babe's mewings and spends her day scribbling away at some ridiculous novel. She claims writing it is her life's true purpose. I ask you to burn her papers publicly as a warning to mothers not to abuse their leave for activities other than child rearing. He has brought her unfinished manuscript. What should he do? We're going to return the manuscript. She can be a person outside of... You take breaks from work. If rearing a child is her work, then chill out. Okay. Let's also get that over here. We might hold on to that one day. Let's just start connecting things by Skyway now, because we have quite a few credits going for us. Okay. Is this an area? No, sorry. Okay. That's not an area. That's not an area. That's not an area. Wait, what is this? Outfit an expedition. Requires 30 Frostland teams. Oh, these are the tunnels going to Tesla City. Curious what's there. We could do this one next. Fortitude Base. And then there's this, which also needs a rail. Okay, we need 10 teams, but we should be able to make it. 1 people cured in hospitals in New London. Well, thankfully, doesn't seem like a whole lot of people are getting sick, but we got healthcare going for us, so that's nice. Okay. Getting a lot of areas hooked up here. Are you an area? You are a Frozen Grove, so we will have to connect you as well. I kind of also want to connect a Skyway here. But let's do this guy next. And once we connect everything, I honestly am feeling super confident in our ability to just generally survive. Can I do this? I think I can. I think it'll still work. Hold on, let's see here. Can I seriously just connect things through outposts like that? Uh-oh. Alright, let's see here. I can. You're joking. Oh my gosh, if I had known. Okay, writer, mother finishes novel. Steward, Virginia Stephanie, the woman whose manuscript you returned earlier, has finished her novel. Cantos shrieked by unseen voices. The book's nearly 1,000 pages are riddled with obscure metaphors and cryptic references. It sparked a heated debate amongst its readers regarding its intended meaning. What we can agree on is the general sense of paranoia, pain, and loathing. She has dedicated it to you. What the? What? Okay. I didn't want that, but thanks, I guess. Yeah, okay, was that everything that we could touch for right now? It would appear so. Okay, that's population growth increase. That's the weather station. That's exploration speed increased. Looks like it's taken up our boys. You're helping as well, and you're helping give stuff as well. Is this... This is a settlement. What does this do? Fortitude Base? Output... Oh, really? The radio towers establish contact with other cities, so it's mostly just helping us with our Frostland teams. I will not touch that right now. I kind of want to do this. Improve the machine. And it creates a settlement right there. Cool. And is there anything else that can create a settlement? I could upgrade this, but that requires 2 cores. I'm good. Just want to make sure there's nothing super crazy right now. Hot Springs, build a sanatorium? We will send people and supplies to expand the Hot Springs settlements, making it our own. Okay, so Hot Springs is now ours. So we're using even more Frostland teams. But disease goes down. Perfect. Okay. Cool. We're doing good so far. So, familiar herd. The same reindeer herd has provided us food at various occasions over the last few decades. It seems the herd's numbers have increased. We can safely send out the hunters. Let's do that then. And Ghost Town. All signs indicate the settlement was inhabited until recently. Strangely, the larder was emptied, but most clothing and personal items were left behind. There are some bloodstains in the snow, but no bodies were found. One scout found a salvageable core beneath the hearth of the town hall, earning herself extra rations. The building themselves contain useful components too, if we can spare the men to dismantle it. I really don't think we need everything, but we'll take everything. Musty ox herd. Our scouts swear these beasts grow thicker coats every year. Adapting to the frost in a few years, they might be able to survive even a whiteout without a care. Well, let's kill them. A group of nomads has dug a coal mine on the site, using it to fuel a set of crude hothouses. However, their design is flawed and they haven't yet been able to grow any crops. A quick exchange between them and our scouts suggests they will give us a site if we provide them with enough food for their travel elsewhere. Alternatively, we could just send the guards and drive them away. How about we, crazy, all work together? Wait, what? Did I accidentally send the guards? Hold on. Okay, so I think I did. We'd make friends wherever we go. So that was just weird that they it like sent somebody out to do that. But all good, all good. Sorry, had to make sure. So a dried oil well. A rusted derrick breaks the white horizon. Below the oil well lies empty. Our scouts found scrap materials in a large hangar nearby, along with blueprints illustrating how to convert a dreadnought's coal engine to use oil. Underneath a pantsy of ice and rust, our scouts found the surface of the oil derrick has been almost completely scored with psalms and prayers. Just salvage the remains, I guess. Alright, it looks like everything has been discovered except Winterhome. So let's just take a look at this. Outfit an expedition to see what the heck's going on there. And after that, I do believe we've pretty much done almost everything. I do want to take a ghost town here. I need 30 Frostland teams, though.
Stewart.
Stalwarts begin protesting. Relationship rotation? What the heck? Alright, let's... Y'all are really getting out of hand if you think that's how that's supposed to work. I'll promote you too. There you go, stop protesting. Take my money and stop protesting. Alright, cool. I'm still kind of curious what the heck they're going to do up here. Wait, our scouts have reached the end of the tunnel and found an isolated crater and unpowered electrical towers on the top of the sheer cliffs to all sides. At the bottom of the crater is a frozen lake, structures frozen beneath the ice. Our geologists suspect the lake is not natural, but formed after a flash of heat melted the snow on the nearby peaks and flooded the crater in the valley. We have no idea what could have released so much heat, but it seems old Tesla was up to something big here. If we set up an outpost, maybe we could dig down into the ice and salvage some structures for parts. Okay, prefabs, I guess. Is this a... No, that's just a path. I will probably just set up an outpost here. Like so. And that should work, right? I'm really curious, like, how far I can take this outpost thingy. Because it seems to be working by just, like, setting up a hub or something and connecting it. Which would be super, super cool. Yep, it's working all right. All right, cool. I really like that. I like how we can be a little more better with this. Can I redesign some of these things? Will it get rid of the old Skyway? No, it won't. See, that's also another issue I'm kind of curious about. How can we get rid of old paths if they're just kind of... I mean, obviously, they're just kind of an eyesore mostly, I think. But it still makes me wonder. Alright, let's go ahead and discover Winterhome. Let's stop screwing around. But what have we got here? A buried village. Under the snow lies a settlement from the old times. Its people long gone and its structures damaged and decayed by the frost. An outpost here could increase our supply of materials. Okay, slavers camp. Several scouts went missing in the area over the years. Finally, we traced their tracks to this walled camp. We can see cages and guarded huts. It seems to be some kind of slaving camp. If we sent guards, we could deal with the slavers and rescue some of the prisoners. Our scouts will certainly feel safer knowing they can explore without having to watch their backs. Take care of it. Breakdown point. From the size of an abandoned workshop, wooden scaffolding and support structures, our scouts believe a dreadnought was serviced here for several months. Around the workshop, they found the remains of training equipment, targets, bows, rifles, and compasses, all used and repaired and used again to the point of shattering. A small graveyard stood to the side, near a crude sculpture of a man covered in eels. Its plinth reads, "Those who stay are lost, but those who move on will be found." Alright, let's salvage the remains. We have a lot of stuff going on. Okay. We'll connect this to hot springs here. Yep. So we can get this coal mine going. We'll get another Frostland team so we can take everything there. Okay, and you're set up all the way. We're getting coal. We are just raking in the dough. Okay. Alright. I know we have a lot to upgrade, but we just don't have the cores to do it. Squalor. Is there
An
squalor?
automaton has broken down and is blocking traffic. Technician...
There's squalor here, though. Largely increased by... Do I not have... Oh, no, that's guards. How do I get rid of squalor, I wonder? Because this is actually something the guards can't seem to handle. But security's fine. Looks like we'll have to get another housing district after all. So... Whoops. Okay. Let's see here. So city, maintenance duty, materials demand is significantly decreased. That is something I definitely want. Worker compensation. Production efficiency is slightly increased. And housing block. Shelters increase. Disease is slightly increased. Plus 10 shelter. Is this gonna like reduce our shelter or is that just gonna add? No, it's gonna increase, okay. It's like a normal housing block, please. That's all I really want. That should help. Honestly, probably won't need this after I do this. But this is a serious issue. We need to somehow deal with squalor here. And food is actually an issue here. Whoopsie. I did not see that. My fault. Y'all will starve no more. Wish I could do this in increments of 5. That'd be nice. And just clean that up. Boom. Alright, cool. Let's get rid of you. Yes, we don't need that. Alright, something was explored, I saw. Yes, in fact it was. Alright, Dreadnought Husk. An ancient, empty dreadnought hold towers over the flat snow. Our scouts meet some people living in the shelters of the leeward sides who claim the mighty machine was stripped clean long before they arrived. The people have asked us to take them to New London, if only so they can be further away from the ruins of Winterhome. Everyone who goes there comes back with a cough that only worsens. One of the camp leaders said, "Stay away." Okay, let's bring y'all in. Ice sailors. Our first contact, these people were very reluctant to talk to our scouts. When we shared rations and alcohol to warm up, they opened up. They are master foragers, with ingenious sail power sledges that used to move around the Frostland fast. However, they seem to be obsessed with finding certain medical mosses and cave mushrooms that can be found in the area. Obsessed to the point of neglecting finding regular food. We can try to help them find the caves or discourage them and make them go home to their families. We'll help them. I mean, we're out here anyway. Might as well. Ice sailor families. These shelters are inhabited by only women and children clad in furs. It seems their main occupation is the construction and repair of distinctive sleds with sails for their foraging men. Our husbands barely come home, one grandmother explained, and when they do, they're out of their minds. We could bring the women and children to New London, but many refuse to leave, their eyes watching for sails on the horizon. Most of them refuse to leave without their sons and husbands. I guess we'll have to try to find that for them, I guess. Yeah, there's... Have crime and tension absent in the city with at least 30k population. What can I say? Let's take everything here. This needs a trail. It's a buried village. We'll link it this way, since it seems like this is a good connection. Okay, our guards stormed the camp at night, falling upon the slavers while they slept. Judging from the many gaps in the palisades, the slavers weren't even ever prepared for a committed assault. We freed a significant number of prisoners and took them to New London, each sharing horrific stories of how they were treated. Many could find their loved ones. Many cannot find their loved ones. Our scouts did not tell them about the disturbing pit full of bones they found near the fire, or the lack of food stores in the whole camp. Yeah, let's get rid of that awful place. Return later. I wish I could help them discover all this cave moss crap, But I'm not exactly sure how. And I'd like to deal with a lot of this. But no clue. No clue. No clue. Seems like we've pretty much encountered the entire map. Well, ladies and gentlemen, here is Winterhome. Ruins of Winterhome. Winterhome has a cursed history. A series of corrupt leaders pushed the city's generator beyond its limits. At last, a competent captain took charge, but by then the generator had been permanently damaged and doomed to explode. The city's people had no choice but to gather all they could to a nearby dreadnought and take their chances in the Frostland. Rumor has it that these ruins still hold valuable resources, but our scouts avoid the site, fearing toxic gases leak from the fissures in the ground and ghosts that wail through the night. Explore the site. The time has come to make use of the cursed city. We'll still need to connect a trail and send the colonists. Okay. Let's do that. We need some more. Sorry, hold on. We need some more scouts first. There we go. All right, let's do a skyway directly to our main city. And I guess we'll start the rebuilding of Winterhome. What do you got? Okay, you have repeatedly funded the Star Wars projects. I will do what I can, I guess.
Methods.
Let's also look in here. Maintenance duty. Materials demand is significantly reduced. I really want that. Wow, we have a lot of housing issues. Way too many people living around here. Let's frost break a lot of this. We're gonna open up a huge residential area. I honestly kind of want to frost break everything I can possibly see, but I need to be careful not to overextend the old budget. Apparently there's still a protest going on here. No clue why. I'm going to demolish this because I think it's bugged. Alright. Maintenance, please. We'll get rid of community service. I completely forgot that they didn't want community service.
Hear ye,
Aww.
hear ye. The proposed law has been rejected.
What a shame. Alright, let's get that going. What's going on here? Pilgrims expand. Sure, man. Crack open those rallies. Keep cutting down all this snow. Alright, that whole area is being taken care of. What now? The city has made steps towards the adaptation cornerstone. Okay. Cool. Cool for us. Okay, frost has been cleared out. Let's try to get more housing, because we have so many people living here, apparently. Alright, let's do that. And apparently the housing block is, I think, yeah, it's a building, sadly. Is Winterhome built yet? Yeah, send some colonists. So scouts report the valley is filled with toxic miasma seeping from chasms in the ground, seemingly made by a huge explosion. In an effort to make the site more hospitable, we could force an avalanche down the valley, covering some of the fissures, but we could bury the technological roots of the city forever. If we want to access the foundations of the destroyed generator and salvage the cores within, we have to demolish the last of the ruins and crack the ground open even more. Once our colonists arrive, we will have to choose. Descending into the valley of Winterhome will be very challenging. We will need to divert resources, manpower, and attention from New London. Are you certain you wish to confront this challenge now? Yeah. I mean, we're ready. Stewart, a radical group of pilgrims, has come forward with a proposition. They suggest ensuring the leading members of the stalwarts end up included in the colonist group that was sent over to Winterhome. The stalwarts have been the source of discord in New London. One member of the pilgrim says, make sure the most fervent among them join the main group of Winterhome colonists. With them gone, New London will be free from protest. We're recruiting everybody from all communities. We're doing this together, boys. And yeah, there we go. Our people are off. They are going to begin establishing the second city of mankind. I'm going to go ahead and end it here because it's been a bit of a long episode. Golly, look at all that crap we're just pouring into the city. I'm actually going to make more stockpiles for, like, fuel. Because, man, oh man, do we have a lot. I'm actually just going to place, like, several down. I have one here. I think I put one over here, yeah? Put one over there. Yeah, I'm putting a fuel stockpile over here. And we're getting tons of materials. So I'm going to continue to place that stockpile over here. And we're going to do another goods stockpile. And then a food stockpile. Because I think we're doing really, really well for ourselves. So might as well get as much of that going as possible. Alright, cool. Yeah, like I said, we're going to go ahead and end it here. Thank you all for joining. I hope you're enjoying. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye, everybody.